Hi folks, I'm Ian Baker, the product specialist with Camping World, and today we're going to go over the 2018 Starcraft 17RB. This is a nice, short, lightweight couples coach that's under 20 foot long, just over 3,100 pounds, and only 6.5 feet wide, which is awesome if you're towing it with a lighter weight tow vehicle, because then you can see around the sides without having to get the big mirror extensions or have other kind of third-party equipment. But as we take a look at the inside here, let's start right over on the dinette. So again, this is built to be a couples coach. So you have a nice dinette here, which is perfect for 2 people. And one of the things I kind of enjoy is where the entire industry is going to a leatherette seating. They actually have this really nice soft cloth on here, which is quite comfortable. And it's a little bit warmer than your leatherette too. It's not such a cold feeling when you sit down. So I kind of like that they diverted a little bit from the standard in the industry. You also see they have a table here, which is plenty large enough for 2 people. You can play cards, you can have a meal, you can enjoy your coffee here. And if you notice, this is a campside dinette, which I love when manufacturers can do this, because I can open up this window right here and that lets me see my campsite, which is what I want to see. I don't want to be staring out at the neighbors. If you need additional sleeping space, this also does drop down into a small bed. Now, I don't think that your 6'4", cousin or brother or anything like that will be able to sleep here. But it's great if you have an adult that can curl up in a fetal position, or maybe a small child, something like that wants to sleep here. This will certainly work for them. You have an LED light right up top here. You have LED lights throughout, as you would expect, which are great because they don't put out near the heat and they use a fraction of the power. Over here is your multimedia center. I really like they put this in here too. Not only is this your radio and CD player, it controls the speakers in here as well as the speakers outside, but that is also a DVD player that is already hooked up. I'll show you where the TV mounts a little bit later, but it's great. You can throw a movie right in there and be able to watch it. Right along here, you have good extra storage. Now, as we go through, I'll kind of try to say what I would put in here. Obviously, when you buy the camper, you can put whatever you want. But for me personally, I would either use this for, extra pantry space for your food, or this would be a decent spot for some of your dishes as well. And you'll see why as we move around over into the kitchen. Moving back a little bit, your control panel is mounted right here on this panel as soon as you walk in. The thing I do like about this is it is up nice and high. So that way, if you have kids or grandkids that are staying in here, you don't have to worry about them moving your slide in and out. As soon as you step in, you have this storage right here. So this is a great storage area. And again, I would probably utilize this one more time for either foodstuffs like pantry items, or you can also put some of your dishes in here, maybe some of your bigger pots and stuff right down there. But either way, it is good additional storage. Now, the cool thing about this floor plan, again, it's short, it's lightweight, as I mentioned, a little over 3,100 pounds. You have a kitchen slide and a nice, large, dry bath. That's not something you get a lot in this size camper. Usually it's a wet bath. You have a mirror right here on the door, so you can fold that open, be able to see yourself, or see yourself when you're in the bathroom. And when you come in, again, it's nice and spacious. Now, I'm kind of tall. I'm 6 foot. So you can see as I start to get close to the wall, just because the natural curvature, they do lose a little bit of ceiling height here. But I'll show you in a bit that it's still plenty large enough for your basic operation. You have 2 towel hooks, one right here. Technically they're robe hooks, but I would probably hang my towels there. Nice cutouts in the back. I like that they did this because this is basically like a built-in linen closet. It gives you a spot to put in, your towels. If you need to put extra toilet paper, your toilet chemicals, things like that, you have a space in which you can do it. Foot flush lever toilet here, and as you can see, I have plenty of room, both for my legs as well as my shoulders too. Toilet paper holder's already mounted, and it's very accessible. You have an electrical outlet right over here, so that way if you need to plug in a hair dryer or a curling iron, you have a spot in which you can do that. Tiny bit of storage under here. Let me get some of this stuff out. Stuffed it full of stuff, but there's your toilet cleaning supplies or chemicals. But you can see you do have some additional storage. So again, if you want to put your toilet paper under there, you don't want it to be visible, you can do that as well. Sink top, you have decent countertop space right over here. I like that. So if you want to plug in your curling iron and set it down, you have a spot in which you can do it. This little storage space right up top, this is great if you want to throw like a magazine or something in here, nice, easy reading material. Or if you want it, if you have a lot of soap and shampoo and it's not all going to fit in the shower, you can stuff that in there too. You can take a look at the shower right over here, neo angle. You see the shelves in there. Again, I'll stand in here to give you an idea of the height. As I said, I'm 6 foot. I'm just kind of topping out the ceiling here. So if you're much taller than that, you will have to bend down to take a shower. But either way, it is still pretty good space, especially for being a rear bath in your teardrop kind of style travel trailer. Right over here, you see you have the hand wand as well to make it nice and easy to wash and rinse off. So we step out of the bathroom here and move over into the kitchen. And as I mentioned, folks, this is a slide out here. So it really helps open this space up, especially in a smaller floor plan like this. You have decent countertop space right over here on the side, as well as right behind your main appliances. And you'll see they put an electrical outlet back there too. You know, this is probably the prime spot for your coffee maker, toaster, things like that. And they know that, which is why they put that there. You have the single bowl sink with the high-rise faucet, as well as the double burner right next to it. A window right behind, so that lets in some natural light, as well as the LED light up top. And then you have additional storage right here. So depending on what you put in the other storage areas, again, this would be either some additional pantry space, probably put your spices, things like that up here. Or if you need to, you can put some glasses and things up there as well. If we take a look down below, this is your main storage area in your kitchen right here. Myself personally, I would probably put a small trash can in there just because I hate having my trash can hang out. But if you didn't want to, this would make an excellent spot for pots and pans as well. Plenty of room in there for your cleaning supplies you could stick in there too. Right next to that, you know, I say this in all of my videos, and no kitchen is complete without at least 2 drawers. And you know what? They have it right here. This way you have a drawer for all of your silverware, a second drawer for all of your larger utensils, like your spatulas, serving spoons, you know, if you have large knives, things like that. Over to the side, some small storage down below. You know, and this is, again, it's not huge, but I like the fact they put it in here. You know, they didn't have to. Most manufacturers would have just paneled that right off, but they gave you that storage there, as well as this right over here. So any small, you know, odds and ends you want to be able to stuff in there, it is extra storage. Right above that, you have your Dometic fridge freezer combo. You can take a look here. You see this does drop down. This is your nice freezer compartment. One of the things I like, you can see right here, folks, this is a 3-way fridge. That's really important if you're looking to do a lot of boondocking, you know, where you don't want to run this off propane or shore power. You have the capability to run that off the battery there. So I like the fact it is a 3-way, and your thermostat's right here on the outside, so it is nice and easy to adjust. Another really cool feature is right above, and that is your convection microwave oven. You know, they know that this is a small camper, and putting in a standard oven would take a ton of space away, a lot of storage in your kitchen. So they went to the convection microwave, so it's your microwave and oven in one. Plus, it cooks faster than your standard oven, and it's nice and easy to clean. Directly above me, 13.5K BTU AC. Folks, this will keep you nice and cool in the hotter months, especially in a travel trailer that is under 20 foot from tongue to bumper. And then if we take a look up front, you see you have your queen bed right here. Again, you know, because this is essentially 6.5 wide, it's not going to be a residential queen. It is a little bit shorter, but still good space. You have windows on both sides there. If we take a quick look at the ceiling, you'll see some LED lights. Right over here is where your TV would hook up. As I had mentioned, you can mount a TV. These go pre-wired over to that multimedia center, so that's your DVD player. Again, you put a DVD in there, you can watch it on the TV over there. Lastly, if you take a look underneath the bed, you'll see you have some good additional storage under here, but be careful, you know, you don't want to put too many things down here that are flammable, as your furnace is right there too. But honestly, it's great. You know, this will make sure you're nice and toasty at night. And then right over here is an electrical outlet to plug in any cell phones, tablets, or if you have a CPAP machine, you can use that too. Now that we've seen the insides, take a quick look at some of the outside features on the Satellite 17RB. Right up front, you'll see you have a power tongue jack here. This makes it nice and easy to connect and disconnect from your tow vehicle. That way you're not wearing out your arm cranking it up and down. You'll also see you have an LED light right up here on the front, so that way if you need a little extra visibility at night, you can just flip that light on. Right behind that is your 20-pound propane tank. You do have a cover to cover that up as well. And then right behind will be rails for your battery. You can see the battery box there. Coming up the front, you have the black diamond plating here, which helps protect the front end from some of the rocks and debris that will get thrown up by your tow vehicle. And right above that, you see the one-piece fiberglass. This is something I love when this style camper, you know, they call it a teardrop, and I understand that it's bigger than your standard teardrop where it's basically a bed inside. But I do like this construction method, and basically what they do is they take one-piece fiberglass from the front all the way up over top and down the back. And that has a couple of big advantages to it. One is the fact that any water The number one place water comes in is either at a seam or where you have screw holes. So by eliminating the seams going across where normally you would have your roof membrane, eliminating those seams mean you have less chance for that water to come in. Also, the water naturally wants to run to the front and back of the camper rather than all over at your campsite. And again, because you have less seams, that water is less likely to intrude into the camper itself. So definitely a very nice construction method. When you come around to the side, you see this one has ZAMP solar prep here too, which is cool because that way if you do go boondocking, all you have to do is buy the portable panels, hook them up right there, and it will trickle charge your battery. Right behind that, you see the storage we have here, good extra storage right up front there, and it's nice and wide. It's a big wide door, so if you do have some larger items, you know, like a large grill, something like that, you are able to stick it in there. Power awning on here, just touch a button to roll that out, same thing to have it go right back in. Has adjustable pitch on there too, so it's nice and easy if you want to dump rainwater, things like that. You see you have LED light underneath. Flip a switch, you have light at night, folks. If you want to hang up your own custom lights, by all means you still can, but having that LED light strip there is quite convenient. 2 outside speakers, those are controlled by that multimedia center I had showed you inside, but that unit is Bluetooth capable. So if you want to sit right here underneath your power awning and use your smartphone or tablet to control it, you can certainly do that. One of the things I love about this setup too is if you notice, you don't have any vents on this side. Your refrigerator is on the other side, the furnace is on the other side, so that way all this is good usable camp space here underneath your awning. You also see you have 2 electrical outlets in case you need to plug anything in. You know, whether you want to charge a cell phone or if you want to set up a table here, you know, make yourself a little cocktail bar, or maybe a breakfast bar, you know, have your electric griddle out there, you can do that as well. If you take a look at the wheels here, you'll see aluminum alloy wheels. Not only do those look really nice, but they will continue to look nice because aluminum doesn't rust. So great looking wheels that will last the life of the coach. Nitrogen filled tires as well, so hopefully they'll hold that tire pressure for a longer period of time. That's something that's very important when you're talking about safety, folks. Each and every time you take your RV out, no matter what it is, make sure you always check your tire pressures. Right behind that, you have your entry door right here. You see you have the foldable aluminum step. Again, aluminum doesn't rust. You'll have a great looking step. You'll see it has the grip tape on there to help with any traction in case it's wet. And that in conjunction with this foldable grab handle right here makes it nice and easy to get in and out of the RV. Right back here, we'll open this guy up. Now that you have that front storage, but you have this back one here as well. Now granted, it is loaded up. I'll take this out of there so you can see a little bit. But you know, look how much stuff we were able to pack into a small storage area. And you really can, you know, fit quite a bit back here as well, whether, you know, you have firewood or something like that you want to stick back there. Where you don't want it mixing with all the stuff up front, that's a pretty simple spot to put it. Right back here is a propane quick connect. So that way, you know, if you just want to hook up a grill or something for camping, you know, you want to grill out, great, you can just hook it up right there. You have the grill, you can set right out here, and you can cook outside rather than cooking inside. That is one thing I did forget to mention. Up in that front storage compartment, folks, there is a battery disconnect up there as well. So if you want to kill all power to the RV, you can just flip that. Now that we're on the back right here, you see your spare tire mounted on the bumper. The advantage of this is it's super easy to get at. Hopefully you never have to use a spare tire, but in the event that you do, having it back here will be nice and convenient, and you have a great peace of mind knowing it's riding back here with you. You can see the one-piece fiberglass coming down the back here. You know, we kind of saw, again, you can see the curvature if you come around to the side, how it's nice and curved here, which is great. That way you know the water is going to be running down the side there, or down the back rather. Right over here on this side is your 30 amp detachable power cord. You have your docking station right over here. Take a look at this. I'll lock this guy in place just like so. You see you have an outside shower with both hot and cold water access. You also have a black tank flush here. And then right over here is your water inlet. Depending on how you have this, well, depending on if you're filling your tanks or if it's going to be direct city fill. And you can see that all of those are right up here for you. So that way you have a nice little legend to go along with you. Right down here, you'll see the terminations. The gray valve is here on the left, and your black tank dump is here on the right. All right, folks, that wraps it up. Again, this is the 2018 Starcraft 17RB. If you're interested and you'd like price and availability, simply click on the link in the description below. Thanks again for watching. I'm Ian Baker, and let's go camping.